So my question is kind of a bounce back between your first two parts. When you were discussing the evidence given by physicists for the first verse in Genesis, and you went through and basically they were giving astounding empirical evidence for the ontological argument, basically. Going through and saying, okay, this is exactly what we know about the universe. It's amazing. It's astounding. It has to be evidence for some beginning, for some kind of creation. Which I believe you're right. I believe they do make a very strong case for that. I think, though, I kind of have a question about, going back to the first thing, when you're talking about absolute truth, or that there are truths. So most of those physicists I know do not interpret their evidence the same way you have. Mm-hmm. So they have their own set of truths, and then you guys have your own set of truths here.
Well, they have their own set of possibilities. But my point is, if space, matter, and time had a beginning, if that's really true, then whatever created space, matter, and time can't be made of space, matter, and time. In other words, there must be a cause beyond nature, something that's supernatural.
Right, correct. And then that is where they fall back to the point where they don't have a specific explanation, but they do not believe the same explanation, the same truths, the same narratives that you have.
Yeah, there's a difference between the evidence and the interpretation of the evidence.
Exactly.
The evidence that everyone seems to agree on is that space, matter, and time had a beginning. Mm-hmm. The question is, how do you interpret what caused space, matter, and time?
Right. So,
and the interpretations I've seen from atheists are not only bad, even fellow atheists admit they're bad. Mm-hmm. Like Lawrence Krauss trying to claim that the universe came from nothing, but his nothing is not really nothing, it's something. It's a quantum vacuum. Well, where'd the quantum vacuum come from? Mm-hmm. Or Stephen Hawking, who unbelievably said this on page 181 of his book, The Grand Design. He said, because there's a law like gravity, the universe can and will create itself out of nothing. To which John Lennox, the famous Christian mathematician from Oxford, said, nonsense is still nonsense even when brilliant scientists say it.
That's funny. It is quite funny.